Hello, everybody. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast. This week, I am joined by 4 goblins. Goblins, introduce yourself. All right, Goblin Slayer.
You're not talking to me. I am a human being. I will be treated as such. I will be treated as such.
Kill him.
I already debunked that. Goblin Slayer doesn't even talk.
Kill him. Kill him now. I have paid you to do a job.
Wait a minute. Goblin Slayer talks?
When?
Like all the time. That's all he talks about is how he likes to beat up goblins.
Yeah, beat him up. Beat him up, Satsuki.
I don't remember. Well, he probably did talk, but he barely talks.
Yeah, he does barely talk, and his little friend, Window Bobs, encourages him on.
Some OG KOA references right there. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the King of Anime podcast, where at the beginning of each season, we lock in a whole bunch of stuff, and we kill or pass it. To kill it or pass it takes 2 or more of those things for those things to occur. And if one of those things may happen, universe shall implode, creating a second Big Bang.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pack it up, boys. That's all we got for today. Thanks, everybody, for coming out.
Wait, are we done already?
For showing up.
The Spirit
Why
Chaser,
are we done?
The Spirit Chaser says, I'm ready to lose brain cells. That's a compliment.
You came to the right place.
That is true. That is very true. I don't think we have any questions this week. Nobody wrote in.
Fuck
you guys.
Nobody likes us anymore.
Last week we literally had like 80 questions. This week we have no questions. So I don't know. Co-hosts, introduce yourself. Talk about something, I guess. I don't.
Hey everybody, it is I, Everything Animated. I'm down with the sickness today, and hopefully gonna get better here soon. To kind of like get my self better, I've been playing the new Halo multiplayer from Halo Infinite, and it's so weird. The first game I played, I got 12 kills and no deaths.
Perfection.
I was like, what the fuck happened? I didn't play this game since Halo 3, and all of a sudden I owned that ass.
I have not gotten a perfection yet. So, I have been playing it as well. It is much better than Halo 5.
It's fun.
Very fun. It's Halo.
Yeah.
It's Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it's been a while since the Halo game has come out. So, BTB is really great. Really great mode. Game looks amazing. Played on PC and Xbox Series S. Good stuff. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Depends on what you guys want. But, Fossy, is there anything you want to say?
Man, my health is like going in shambles. I've been eating more fast food. Still drinking, not getting enough sleep, still watching more anime. I just started a new anime today.
No.
On the bright side, I had some Takis last week. So yeah. Takis are pretty good, but they're expensive as hell. And one day I'm gonna go on a rant about that. These chip bags are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but the price keeps rising.
Tell me about it, Jesus.
Back in my day, you could buy like 4 small Cheeto bags for like $1.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like the big bags that used to cost $1 back in my day, now cost $1.79, and they're smaller.
You're 23. It was everyone's day.
I'm 24, sir.
24. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's it's disappointing, but I'll get through it, guys.
You know, I love their excuse whenever they like you make you pay full price and they give you half a bag. They're like, oh, it's to protect it from like blowing up and no holes, and it's like, that's a damn line, you know it.
Blow me up in every context.
George Lopez says you should watch the special episode of 86. I didn't know they.
Oh, hi, George Lopez.
I didn't know they actually released that over here in the States. If they did or didn't, I just didn't watch it this week.
Wait, wouldn't it be Jorge?
Yeah, it might be Jorge Lopez.
I'm gonna say you're gay.
Oh my. Okay. All right.
It's,
We just went back to like third grade.
No. It's how you pronounce it.
All right.
It's like Swedish. All right. It's just I don't. What are we doing this week?
We're
We're doing
about
lines.
anime.
We
could
only
Right.
got
probably
3
start with
shows.
anime.
I feel so naked. So
This is what you wanted. What the?
nude. We don't have like a billion shows. I mean,
We don't have any questions. We have a shortened week because we only have 3 shows. You always talk about like how the podcast go for too long, and now we don't have to go that long, and now you're like shell shocked.
Yeah, I am. What about it?
Come on, like it's okay to be like happy. See,
Is it?
yes, I promise you.
Happiness may be something that comes and goes every once in a while, but once it's here to stay, you hold on to that sucker.
Wise words from EA.
Let's talk about Takt op.destiny, episode 6. So weird.
Okay.
They went to Louisiana, and
They did.
they didn't do anything but play music, and Anna did her traditional "shut up,
Shut up.
shut up, you piece of shit," and like somebody mistook her for like her daughter because she was like senile or something. I don't fucking know.
They don't even look alike.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, they don't even look alike. I'm sorry, but maybe if they would have looked alike. Then there was a piano segment, and the one thing that I did notice was the coolest part of the whole episode
Destiny
was
likes
none
cats.
other than, well, I guess there's that, but freaking Louis Armstrong, full-on Louis Armstrong was in this show. I mean, it was like 5 seconds long, but I was like, keep playing it. Oh, when the Saints come marching in. It was great. I loved it.
Is his stuff like free domain or I forget what it's called?
Public domain?
Is his stuff public domain now?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I think you have to be dead for a certain amount of years. I know,
I think
like
it's 70. I think
like
that's the time.
all of Beethoven's and Bach's and all of those Mozart, like all of those are public domain. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true. But I had no clue if his stuff was. So maybe his stuff is.
What the hell? Who's calling me? Leave me alone. Sorry.
Oh shit, I was right. 70 years after the death of the author.
How long has Louis been dead?
A long time. 30, 40 years, right?
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue. Let's turn this into a singing part for me and you.
I know no lyrics.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
What is this podcast come to? I feel so strange. We're already talking about a show? What the fuck is this? Is this a nightmare? Is this a nightmare?
No.
Someone peach me.
It's the king of anime podcast. Like we're doing what we're
peach me.
We're doing what we're built to do, see?
Are we? I feel like we're missing something.
I mean, there is a show that didn't appear this week, but
Yeah, you're missing Lena, I guess.
that's it. You're missing Lena. Vladalena's not in your life, and you're just like, I don't know what to do with my life. It was here, now it's gone, and I'm just like,
listen, you bastards.
I
I have nothing. I have nothing. No feelings for Vladalena Milize. I did a video on her last a couple days ago. You definitely go check it out.
bet you did.
But I have no feel. I'm going to prove it too. I'm in contact with 2 people to prove to everyone here in a future episode of KOA this season that I, once and for all, do not love Vladalena Milize.
Didn't you already do this, though?
I will do it again. People on Twitter have been messaging me. Oh, SeaTactics, you love Lena. Just admit it. They were even saying it on the 86 subreddit. That I should just admit.
Were they really?
Yes, they were.
On the subreddit?
Yes!
You've gotten so popular, you're on the 86 subreddit. That is fantastic.
They were saying that I don't love Saber, that I love Lena. We're preposterous. So I'm gonna prove it in an upcoming episode, maybe probably in the next couple of weeks. That I don't love Lena. Once and for all. The nail in the coffin of this lie.
Well, I can't wait to see that and tell Lightning and Hollow all about it.
I already told Lightning and Hollow all about it. And they said, yeah, I can't wait to see it. And I said, yeah, well, you smell like cheese.
Well, it depends on what type of cheese. Like Cheetos, I think smells really good. Is that Reuben cheese? No. Ignore me.
Anyways, this episode of Takt Op. Destiny. Destiny likes cats. Have we not talked about that yet?
Yeah, I think we mentioned that.
I think you got it covered.
There's a cat stuck on a roof. It was the same cat that Destiny liked.
I kind of wanted to see her like get the cat to see if she was going to like just brute strength her way through it again, because like there's been a theme of all these episodes. Cassette doesn't know how to use her strength in any capacity. Like when she tried to help with fixing the floor, she's like, "Let me see that hammer," and just fucking like use the like Thor's hammer force of God against it. Like calm down, Cassette. So I wanted to see like if she got the cat, would she break through the roof or something just to get to it?
Freaking. How much does Anna weigh for her to just go through the floorboard?
That must have been just like a totally rotten floorboard, because I agree.
This whole episode, they were delivering fucking groceries. Like they were a part of like DoorDash or something.
Uber Eats.
Or Uber Eats, right. Depending on what you prefer. Or what's that other one? Shipped? Instacart?
Instacart. That's one I use. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Wish they'd have said PayPal, but here we are.
This episode literally... I'm going to say it right now. This episode sucked.
Really? The funny part about it is I liked everything that didn't have anything to do with Takt. Like all the stuff that was going on with Anna and Cassette, I was having fun with because it was just funny to me.
I think I agree. I mean, I don't hate the stuff with Takt. This is kind of... It was solid.
Takt is very one-dimensional.
Yeah, Cassette at this point has more emotions than him. Like she feels like a more complete character to Takt. Like Takt is just there.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that he's just there. I don't feel like he's like less of a complete character than say Destiny is. I just think that when it comes to Takt's story, it's just less interesting. That makes sense.
It's just like with cassette, I feel like I see the direction they're going in with it, and I like it because I mean, at the beginning of the episode, she's like joking and she's being more sociable. We can see that she's still awkward in some of her other interactions in the episode, but we see the progression of how like she completely lost her emotions when she became a music art, and now she's starting to act more human like. But and I'm not saying like Takt has to be a dynamic character, because you could be a static character and still be good. I just feel like, I don't know, they don't really focus on him enough for me to find him super interesting. He has some things going for him, but I don't feel like it's enough. Or maybe I just personally don't feel like it's that intriguing as cassettes.
I don't even think Destiny is that intriguing either, to be fair. But
right, she likes her lemon cake. I do know that.
yeah, she's just a cute anime girl. That's
freaking
so
Takt. If he would have listened to Anna and cassette, he would have spent his whole day in the car.
That is true.
But he was like, fuck this noise. I'm gonna go outside and go into a club that's supposed to be like hidden. Wasn't very well hidden. He easily found it, and people were like surprised he found it. And then it was just like, oh, did you know that this guy is my dad? Kind of very on the nose, out of any song. Like I don't know. It just seems very too convenient for me. But I get it. It was just to kind of like tell the story of this was my dad and this is the music he did and whatever. But yeah, it was. I did enjoy the ladies more than that sounds bad. No, I enjoyed the lady's story more than I did Takt, because all he did was piano play, and I don't know.
Like, I feel like the stuff with Takt's past and his father, like on paper, it's pretty interesting. I just feel like they didn't implement it as interesting enough as they could have. Like I thought the stuff like the stuff at the end where they have the tie-in with Sagan or whatever with his music art and like the daydream he had, that's interesting. Like, that's really cool. I didn't dig looking back on it, I didn't dig the stuff with outside of dealing with his past, or the stuff with Sagan and the music art or whatever. So I don't know.
How are we feeling about the new waifu character?
The one at
the end.
The one at the
black hair.
Black hair and kind of like purple, little kind of outlet or whatever, like in her eyes or whatever.
Yep.
I don't know about her.
She's obviously going to be in the next episode. The next Pokemon is here to stay. I'm sorry, music art is here, and
the next servant.
I don't know. What's her name? Did they say her name?
I don't think they did.
They did not.
Well, just mark out a silhouette. Who's that music art? It's hell. Ada ada.
You'll bring back Lenny.
It's Titan. Da da da.
Actually, maybe not. maybe let's not bring them back.
It's Lenny. Oh yes.
I think we should just focus on Destiny and a Takt. I feel like the show. I just feel like the show would have been so much better. It was just them as the focus, but I get it. Scarlet Disaster.
Is it true that? Oh, well, you're gonna read it. Go ahead. You say it.
Scarlet Disaster says, in my opinion, this series, knowing that it was made just to promote a game, it could have been the laziest thing with poor writing like Scarlet Nexus that is airing right now and also promoting a game. But instead, the creators did something they could stand on their own, so I'm grateful for that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. Like, this is not a blatant cash in that regard. It seems like they are interested in what they're putting out here, which is good.
See, you mean to tell me this anime exists to promote a game?
Yeah, we talked about like this the first week. And
Nope.
the second.
I missed that conversation entirely.
We talked about it every week, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not the last couple.
I am so bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so it's promote like one of those.
I want to kill this show now.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know.
Where's that bloody knife that's on blue period? Move it over to Takt Op.
Well, if that's the case, we gotta do the same for Konosuba. We can never cover Konosuba.
It's not a gacha game, is it?
It has a gacha game for it, though.
No, but it wasn't that before. It was a show, and then it became one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different. This was created because they made a game.
I mean, there's.
I feel duped.
No.
I'm gonna cry.
It's
like this is Genshin Impact.
No, this is this kind of game is just like fake Grand Order. What they're promoting. It's a really shitty casino game, but I don't think that makes this like immediately a killable thing.
I'm gonna look this up now on Google Play.
I mean, it's fine. The last thing I want to say about Cosette is I like the conversation she had with Senile Lady, because she was talking about like how she thinks of Anna as a protector, and I was like, that's another moment or instance of like her showing her human emotions, because at first she didn't even consider Anna as a sister, and now she's talking about like how she can't fight. She does a lot of the handiwork, and how she still tries to protect her despite, being weak. So I like that moment from her.
Yeah, I mean that she feels the same way about Takt as well. Just in a different way, of course. Like for Takt, she like still calls him a good for nothing musician, but at the end of the day, she still wants him to be happy, and for them to get over all of this mess, and so that he can play piano and be happy, because she likes it when he plays piano, even though she calls him a good for nothing musician. So it shows that
Makes
Destiny
sense.
is starting to know these people and grow a little bit closer to them, which is really wholesome.
That is the best. Just don't let her like fix anything.
She's just like, give me that hammer. Just one hit. Oh shit. Just give me the hammer back. It's not gonna help.
Now, if she was in Demolition, she would make a killing.
Oh my god, she would be really good at knocking buildings down.
Oh, she just vaporized the building. That's what she would do.
It's like, Destiny, look, there's a D2 over there. Yeah, that knocked that building right over.
Permission to vaporize town.
As she talks about donut holes. or donuts and why they have holes. What is this interesting device and why does it have a hole?
I like her reaction to when it was one of the ladies. I don't remember. But what snack was it? It was apple something.
It was a Slim Jim.
Apple jam. That's what it was. Apple jam.
Yeah, it was the jam. Yeah.
Oh, I was close.
I don't know. You weren't even like in the same like food group.
I mean, you can make an apple Slim Jim.
But it's apple jam, EA.
Well, I have been wrong before.
All great men have been wrong before.
Including the ones that are never wrong.
Like you. You've never been wrong.
Oh, I've been wrong. I thought this show was was honest and it lied to my face.
I think the word you're looking for is wronged.
It wronged me.
It betrayed you.
It did. Guess what? It's a gacha game, but apparently it's being postponed. So you know what? The longer they postpone it, the more I'm gonna like this anime because it's gonna be an anime in my eyes.
Well, I mean,
Love Live is a gacha game if we want to be technical.
No, that's not true. That's impossible.
Is that like fucking up your reality?
Is that you?
It's because of you that I found out Love Live was a gacha game.
Oh my god. Funnily enough, speaking of Berserk and referencing it, the Kentaro Miura did the art for Idolmaster, which is like the OG Love Live.
I probably have to watch Idolmaster one of these days. But I don't want to. But I have to.
You don't have to. What do you mean?
No, I have to because it's like if I want to claim that I love Idol series, then Idolmaster has to be watched at least, at the very least, for the comparison to Love Live to see how it stacks. So,
Berserk was based off a gacha game.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
You shut your damn mouth. There was no such things as gacha games in the 80s.
They had a
just gacha
game,
people. They had a Dreamcast game of Berserk?
Yeah.
I bet that was awful.
It was. It was.
I mean, that just sounds awful. I mean, it's funny looking back at like Sonic Adventure and how like everybody was blown away by that. Oh my god, look at it, so great. And it's like a piece of shit now.
Oh, it for sure looks like a Dreamcast game. I think Team 4 started a playthrough of it, so.
Yeah. But nothing compares to Sonic Adventure 2 with the best opening level to a video game ever. Run around at the speed of sound. Sorry, my voice cracked when I did that. That's my sickness coming through.
Oh my god. Well,
I love that game.
Killing or passing this episode of Takt op.destiny?
I'm passing Sonic Adventure 2. I love that game.
All right. Passing Sonic Adventure 2. Nice.
I am passing this anime.
I as well. I pass. I pass. Audience with 26 vote, 57% pass, 42% kill. People didn't like this episode.
It's because they found out it was a gacha game.
It felt very fillerish because I don't know what we did to progress the story much, except for like the flashbacks of Takt. Other than that, like, what did we do to advance the plot? I mean, we like really all we did was go to a new location and random shit happened. Like,
Right.
what did Takt playing the piano to these old people mean? And I thought that was going to be a thing because I thought that was going to be an important plot point within the episode because they kept saying like, "Oh, it's only old people here." So I thought there was a reason for that. Maybe something was going on with the city, but it doesn't seem like that's the case because it feels like shit is resolved in this episode. So I don't know.
They just round up all the young people and they like serve them up as food.
I thought where they was going. I thought where they were going were like all the young people like fought in a war or something. Like I thought that's what they were going.
Carry us through. Oh. No. David Bowie.
This is KOA. Why are we doing like we're not like a performing podcast?
This is true.
That's what you two think. But secretly, we're a pop idol band.
So you're telling me we haven't been a podcast this whole time? We've been a pop idol band?
Yeah. Well, we're pretty bad at being a band. We're good.
Well, I certainly got you there.
The kid who wants to hear EA's karaoke.
He already heard me. I was singing What a Wonderful World earlier. You missed it. Sorry.
Sing Journey.
No more
Journey.
free.
Just a small town girl
No, I don't feel like that
living
song.
in a lonely world.
You gotta pay for that.
I'm going to say,
All right.
no, if anything, I would probably sing Bohemian Rhapsody, but I would really have to get in the mood for that one.
Let's talk about Komi Can't Communicate. Episode 6. The episode I didn't write down notes for. At least ones that I can't find. Shit.
Favorite shit.
This show's great.
Yeah, it's a fun show, for sure.
I don't think I've ever hated an episode of this show other than what's her bitch.
Yamai.
Yeah.
Yamai Rain.
Yeah, Yamai is one of those I want to just snap her neck.
Understandable.
You said that, so there you go.
Well, she's not a nice person, you know. She really needs to learn that kidnapping people and threatening to murder people is not a good thing.
Didn't you just threaten to stab her neck?
Well, she started it.
Huh? There you go.
You ever heard of the old saying, an eye for an eye? This is a neck for a neck.
I don't think she was going after your neck though, yeah.
That's true. That's true. She was. I mean, maybe if I accidentally bumped into Komi-san, she would have gone for the neck. But trust me, I would have been like Rengoku, passed out on the train. As soon as someone touched, just have a little. How he just like grabs that girl and is like asleep and just has her by the throat.
Poor girl.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's what would happen to Yamai.
Damn.
Scarlet Disaster says Yamai Rin is best girl only because you guys don't know it yet.
That is not true.
I was gonna say there is no redeeming qualities of this lady.
I've read this entire series. I mean, not read the entire series because it's still ongoing, but I've read up to the latest chapter. I don't think at any point any of us will say Yamai Rain is the best girl in the series.
Oh, you probably have the highest chance of saying that, to be fair.
But that's the thing. If I'm already caught up to the series and I've already said that I don't really like Yamai, that kind of tells you like there's something off.
Not the next chapter.
I've read it.
Not the one after that.
Still not good. I don't think anybody's beating a Jimmy for me.
Damn. Sad day for Yamai fans all around the world.
But we got Yamai in this episode and they were playing dress up with Komi. What did you guys think about the dresses? Best one, worst one?
I think it's funny how Agari just like made her dress up in casual wear and she was like, "What? You don't like it? This is great."
There's if even Tadano was saying it's lame, then yeah, you might have fucked up with that one.
This is normal. I was like, what? for a girl who's like, finally you've taken the dog out to walk, couldn't come up with anything more interesting than that.
I think hers is the worst one though.
The one where it was all pajamas?
No, it was like a bear t-shirt and
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Casual wear. It's things you wear around the house.
Yeah. The freaking Chinese dress was pretty good though. I mean, those dresses always look good. I'm not even gonna lie.
And the weird part is, and I said this on Twitter, I was like, what was wrong with Tadano to give that dress a 5?
Right. I agree. I thought that was kind of a low score. But yeah, the bear one was kind of lame.
Like I can understand like you thinking like the Chinese dress doesn't like really go with Komi because of her personality, just who she is, but a 5 Tadano? You do better. It
deserves at least an 8. minimum.
Yeah, I'd say like 7's the minimum, but I would give it an 8.
Right, 7 bare minimum. Right, but then it's funny how out of all the outfits, the dude comes up with the best looking one.
Yeah, and he's the one. You know, it's because he pays attention to Komi. We saw that in the episode where he was the only one that noticed she got a haircut because it was,
Oh, that's right.
nobody else could tell because it's like, what's the fucking difference?
And everybody was so upset. They're like, "Oh, I missed out on that opportunity of telling her that she looked good."
Well, Tadano is very attentive when it comes to Komi, so
Yeah, he's probably going to end up with her. I have a suspicion.
I don't know why you would think that, EA. This is a comedy rom-com. This is a rom-com, EA. We don't have something like resolutions, romance and shows like this.
It's not true.
it's not Rent a Girlfriend.
We just keep
Oh God.
and going
Oh.
and going.
Rent a Girlfriend
Until it
is
never ends. Until you're wondering why.
piece of shit.
Why is it still happening?
That's not the type of show this is. See, I assure you.
Well, see, there you go. He just assured us that they're going to be getting hitched.
Chizuru's the worst one. I don't know why Rent a Girlfriend's still going on.
Yeah. Rinse, lather, repeat. Oh, we're going to get it sit. Nope. Start over. Oh, we're going to get this resolution. Nope. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's one thing I want to talk about. How much money do these kids have? Because they're like, we're going to choose the best dress for Komi, but our budget is going to be $100. Our equivalent of $100. I'm like, I understand they went to the mall and malls are expensive, but like, what first year high school student is going to have $100 to play dress up with Komi?
Oh, I already know that answer. The freaking Love Live Nijigasaki. You see that school?
Well, yeah, that's everybody's rich there.
Everybody's rich at that school. That's where they're shopping. Their budget's like, yeah, let's do that. Let's put it on our Platinum American Express.
It's a lot of money.
Oh my god! But yeah, but realistically, that's absurd. Just the whole, like, yeah, minimum of $100. Can't we just go to Savers for like $10 and just call it a day? Why do we gotta do this?
They even got her shoes. Like, oh my god, you know how expensive shoes are?
Right, especially women's shoes and nice women's shoes. Those are expensive.
Oh, and Komi canonically grows cat ears. It's not some visual thing. It actually happens because in the episode she says,
"What?"
She talks. We see her playing back things that she wish she would have said in conversations. And one of her anxiety points is, "Why do I grow cat ears sometimes?"
No, she doesn't really grow cat ears.
I mean, she asked the question on why she does that, so she actually does.
It's in her mind.
So this
Wait, is she an alien?
No. This is the same universe as Adachi to Shimamura.
No. How dare you even bring that up?
I still like that show. I don't get the correlation. Like what?
It's because I said Komi was an alien, so of course,
Wait, now she's an alien? Would she just be like a cat girl?
I guess that's true, but that is strange if she is legitimately just a plain old cat girl and just like, why do I grow ears all of a sudden? It's like, I think you should think about that whole sentence that you just said and go to a doctor. The fact that you grow ears should be the least of your worries.
Yeah, but if she's like a Neko, then that's kind of like, why would you like not like if like she's a Neko? Why would you not want to not be a Neko? You're being a Neko. They're cute. Nekos are great.
Oh, there it is. Why do I grow cat ears sometimes? Maybe that's in her mind. Maybe she just thinks she grows cat ears, but isn't isn't when she grows cat ears when she like gets excited about something?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
figured
but it
so.
still happens though. It happens enough for her to like physically think about it because there's some things that we see that we know aren't like real, but for her to comment on it, it's like, oh shit, like obviously it's just like you said, uh, a show that she's excited about something, but yeah, like they broke the fourth wall with that kind of.
Huh. So she legitimately grows cat ears.
Scarlet
Yep.
Disaster
It's
says,
interesting.
I guess in reference to Yamai. She is fun, and I like the dynamic she brings because at least someone is always on edge. Besides her saying to Tadano to stop with his virgin excuses was fantastic.
I love how virgins always call out other virgins because it's like, aren't you a virgin too?
Yo, bro,
And
stop being a virgin.
why is that such a like? Why is that such like an insult? Like he's
I
a
know.
15-year-old kid. Like what the fuck?
Right. They're all in high school. It's like I lost my virginity when I was 12. What?
I guess
It's
it's
like-
more so the thought like they'll forever be virgins or something like that. But it's still like a weird thing to make fun of. I mean, they're high schoolers, so I'm pretty sure we've seen a lot of kids make fun of people for stupid shit. So
Oh yes. Yes, I remember the good old high school days of oh, you're gonna be a virgin forever. I lost it when I was in middle school. It's like Jesus Christ.
yeah.
New says, what do you guys think about how Netflix is handling the show?
I wouldn't know. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, so
Yeah, same. I wouldn't know either. I do see it every once in a while pop up, but I mean, I don't watch it on Netflix because I think they're a little behind as far as like I don't know the translations and like getting it out at the same time.
yeah,
I think they're like 3 episodes behind, so I don't watch
Yeah.
it because of that.
As well, if you're not in the know, they're behind, but as well, the translations and the subtitles are like poorly done. They're like a whole ass mess. So Netflix being Netflix.
You think it's dubbed?
Is it dubbed? I don't think so.
That would be hilarious. I mean, they would have to literally just pick someone up on the street when it comes to Komi. She doesn't say anything other than.
She did talk to. She talked to Tadano on the phone.
That's right. That was actually really adorable. How she just was like, "Hold on," and then turned the corner and was just like trying to tell him a joke. Like, well, I never understand Japanese jokes. It's usually puns with their words, but yeah, that was pretty funny. It's like, get it? It's a joke.
We should start like a grassroots like movement where we petition to get Kyle's McGiles to play Komi in Komi-san.
I think she'd do a good job.
Of course she will. She's Kyle. She's amazing.
Well, Sasuke said no, so I'm going with no.
What? But Kyle's Sasuke.
That's right. That freaking librarian was. I don't even fucking know what she was on, but she's built from the ground up. She's like 250. She's like a running back. No, linebacker, and she's built to just take people out.
It's just funny because she's a student built like that.
I don't see it, but that's so hilarious. Just the whole she would smack, and her rule is like if you talk loudly 3 times in the library, I'm physically throwing you out.
Yeah, she just knocked Najimi's ass out and then had her slumped over her shoulder
with a paper fan.
She's extremely powerful. We need her versus Cosette.
My God. Yeah, she would fuck everybody up.
All you have to do is like write D2 on their uniform, and then it's set up the fight.
Astro, I have detected D2s. No, Cosette, that's just a person.
With D2 written on him, her. Excuse me.
Oh my lord.
And then they got their test scores. Like Komi's a genius, Najimi's pretty smart, and then Tano's average in every fucking category.
Of course, Komi is extremely smart. She's good at everything she does, even though she doesn't say 2 words.
So, killer pass.
Oh, I love this show. I gotta give it a pass.
Yeah, this is still my favorite thing out of everything we're watching currently, so I don't see myself killing this show. I wish I remembered like when certain chapters happen, because I want to know if we ever get to Komi's dad. I really want to know that, but I'm not sure when he comes into the story.
Well, audience with 25 votes, 56% pass, 43% kill. Something in the water this week. People be hating.
I think people hate us because 86 is not here.
Well, we can't help that. They have production issues.
Happens.
Yeah. Oh well.
It happens in every man's life eventually.
What?
Just making a joke about Edie.
Oh.
Mushoku Tensei.
Penis jokes.
Episode 18. What did you guys think about it? Roxy episode.
The penis joke? Or this episode?
This episode.
I thought it was a very funny joke. Tell it again.
Happens every. Mushoku
It's not
Tensei
funny the second time.
Call me on the phone and tell me it. Oh, whisper. Really slow.
It's erectile dysfunction, and it's penis, and I can't get her up.
Oh my god.
Badooch.
So, Shoko Tensei episode 18. Rocky.
Rocky.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Hey yo, I'm just I look like I'm 15, but I'm really 45. I don't know what to tell you.
You're better than that.
I gotta be Thunderlips. I gotta go out there and I gotta show them. I gotta be Rocky.
I gotta say that my mom and dad, I love you. I can't speak because I can't hear in my brain. I can't hear them when they talk to me. You want me to break me down? I'm scared. Okay.
I'm judge, jury, and executioner.
We just got 2 we just got 2 dislikes because of that.
No, I guess we
They're
can...
like, what the fuck is Rocky? Fucking old.
Oh, I'm dead. Man, they are pouring on these dislikes.
The kid who says the rocks is cooking. So we can
5 dislikes.
If you smell what the rocks is cooking.
What do they have to dislike? I don't. What have we said? Makes no sense.
We're making fun of everyone's waifu.
We're doing impressions of celebrities of a character called Rocky.
Oh, people got sticks up their ass. Get bent, people. I swear to God.
I love it.
It's called jokes.
We
You know what I mean?
Talked about the show yet?
Seriously.
I like this episode.
Excuse me.
I really like Roxy as a character. I think we all do. This episode was just honestly really solid. Wasn't the most interesting in terms of moving the plot forward, but it was actually in terms of developing Roxy's character, it served its purpose because at the end of the episode, I thought it was really nice that Roxy figured out who Dead End was, and as well that Rudy is safe. So now we got her to say in this episode, like, well, I guess me and Rudy can meet up when we meet up. So she's totally reserved to the fact that they'll just meet up when they do, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this was a pretty good episode as far as like character development when it comes to the Rocks, and she's just she's interesting for sure. I may have missed the whole. Oh well, if I missed it, they definitely talked about it in this episode where she couldn't speak telepathically, and that's kind of why she was an outcast in a way, but also why Roxy felt like she never fit in, so that's why she ran away. And I just, definitely felt bad for her. It's like, oh, poor thing, always having to deal with that stuff when she was a kid, and that's why it took her so long to finally go back home. It's interesting just to hear the sound of them trying to use telepathy. It sounded like a bunch of rocks clanking together. This universe has a bunch of rocks, whether it be Gasoline's ass, telepathy, rocks banging together apparently makes makes it all happen. But yeah, this was pretty nice, pretty neat. And we finally got to see when Eris and Dead End was on the ship, freaking Rudy wasn't gonna reach over and grope her Eris because she was seasick. Because that's what he did last time, or at least tried to, or something, I can't remember. But the only reason he couldn't do it was because he too was seasick. So they were both throwing up and just barfing all over each other and whatnot. But
he got over it pretty quickly when he started talking shit about his dad.
Yeah, he started feeling better. He's like, that motherfucker, limp dick, no good. Just started like talking this shit, and then I'm all better. Then I think he like threw up at the end. I don't know. He just needed to talk more shit about his dad.
Maybe I should start doing that whenever I get sick.
Just
Fuck
like,
you, father.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
I will say the beginning sequence with Eris and Rudy was funny to me, because I thought it was I don't know why. I found it funny that they both had seasickness and they were throwing up, and Eris was like, cast heal, Rudy, and Rudy just didn't cast heal for the whole scene. And so that was pretty funny. Also, their voice acting for when they throw up is so over the top. It's so funny.
Right? Especially Rudy's. I could do an impression of Rudy's. Ready? It's literally what it sounds like.
Sounds like some Looney Tune.
Yeah, it is.
Sound effect.
It was great.
Because everybody knows when you throw up, it's a sound. No, it's not even close to that. It's more of a, you feel like you're going to die and your stomach is going to come out of your throat.
Speaking of stomach, we got to talk about Eris. She sees like a rabbit scurry across, and she's like, Rudy, I'm hungry. Like,
Rudy, I want those rabbit's innards right now.
Really, let's hunt it and kill it, eat it. It was so.
You got it.
Eris is like, she has no chill.
She absolutely. I mean, what is that old thing? It's not even saying, it's a commercial. You're not you when you're hungry. Whenever she gets fed, she's always happy. Yeah, right. Grab a Snickers.
Grab a rabbit.
Gonna be here. Right. Gonna be here. Grab a bunny.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah. But this episode was Roxy centric, so You know, I thought it was kind of interesting, like, you know, their method of communication is why she felt outcasted. And this may be like a light novel to anime thing because a lot of things get lost in it. But I feel like the anime didn't do as well as a job as like showing that she was outcasted, because like her feeling the way she felt made sense, but it didn't seem like other people were like avoiding her or anything because of her not being able to talk tell
she
that
wasn't
word.
she wasn't outcasted. She actually ran away from home because
Well, she said
she felt
she
that,
said she was an outcast in the episode.
yeah, because that's the way she felt. She felt like because she couldn't speak telepathically with other people that she felt insignificant.
What was wrong with them just speaking out their mouths once they realized she didn't understand what they were saying?
So this is interesting. They don't speak like barely at all, so they're not good at speaking because they all live in a village and they all speak telepathically. So you can kind of understand why she felt the way she did, because she can't speak telepathically. Everyone else now has to learn how to speak. And only, I think, like when this first, like when Roxy first, when they first learned that she couldn't speak telepathically, like her parents were barely able to speak to her. Like they had to learn with her, like how to speak.
No, that's actually really sweet. I wish that was conveyed in the anime too, because I was just thinking the whole time, why don't they just realize that she can't speak telepathically and just talk? And again, that might have been in the previous season and I just forgot.
I think it was.
If that's, because now that I think about it, I think the only two people that did speak were the mom and the dad. So I think you're right. That's just me being dummy.
I don't know if they explicitly said that everybody can't talk like that, but at the very least, they showed that they were the ones who were talking to the dead end party when they came over there. So it's kind of like, oh shit, we can't really deal with these guys. We'll get somebody who can speak their language. So
we need a translator.
Yeah.
And also, that too is also confusing. You know, people would probably be walking through all the time. You would think at some point they would have to learn, you know, just even the bare minimum of, town's 20 miles that way. Just keep walking.
I guess it shows that the village is able to sustain itself without any, contact with anybody else, like an isolated village.
That's crazy. They shouldn't even have mouths then.
What the fuck? But EA, how are they supposed to have oral sex?
Oh, and making out
with the eating, but okay.
No, that's the one I said was more important.
They can eat telepathically with nom nom brainiacs.
They stare at the food and they speak telepathically when they're just going nom nom nom.
They could just absorb the food.
Right. They could just have like a hand or a mouth on their hand, like good old what's his face from Demon Slayer, and just
still has a mouth. Why don't we just move it from the face to the hand?
I don't know. They could just have like melt stuff with acid and just suck it in through their nose. I don't know.
Okay, so
I'm just thinking out loud.
This is somebody mentions in the chat. This is what I want to mention, but we got sidetracked. In the previous season, the parents speak like stuttery, kind of like they're still learning the phrasing. And yeah, that's if you remember, this episode is really cool. If you remember stuff from the last time we visited this village, because the parents in the last episode were kind of confused, like at what Roxy was saying, and didn't kind of understand her really well. So this episode explains that. But yeah, it shows that since Roxy has went away, that they spoke way better than they did previously. So it shows that these two are really good parents, and they learned more of the language while she went away, so that I guess they could be prepared for her to come back. What which is a whole other thing. She wants to leave immediately, which is kind of funny.
The dad is a good dad because he tried to keep Rudy away from her, or the opposite. He tried to keep her away from Rudy.
Well, at first he was like the mother Rokari was like, "Honey, nudge nudge," and he was like, "Oh yeah, better not bring any boys around here." So that was pretty nice and wholesome. But as well, if you saw in this episode, there was a pregnant lady a child, a lady with a child. You go back to, I think, episode 9, I want to say, you see the exact same girl, but she's pregnant. So it's a good way to show that time has changed since then. It's a really nice shot because it's like the exact same shot, but now the girl has a baby instead of being pregnant. So I do not know how I caught that, but I did.
My bad, guys.
Uh-oh. What?
My bad.
You have something to say to the podcast?
I am not the father.
Oh.
Or at least I hope I'm not.
Okay.
When it comes to little, what's her face from Mushoku Tensei, Satsuki, you are not the father. Yeah.
And then you have to have the lady run off crying. Mori will get you some help. You're going to get through this.
Mori.
Don't worry. We're gonna get this is the 10th test. I swear 10th time's the charm.
Oh my god. Yeah, I like the line where Roxy's like, immediately she walks in and then she sees them speaking telepathically. She's like, oh, anxiety. I think I'm just gonna go. And then Rokari's like, Roxy, aren't you gonna stay? And she's like, no, I think I'm gonna leave. She's like, well, return in at least 20 years. And Roxy's like, maybe 50.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that is insane. How long do they live? I know that she was supposed to be like in her hundreds, right? The mother?
Yeah.
How long does that race of people live?
Very, very long. Very, very long.
Like 1,000?
Maybe there may be like the
do they live about as old as Yoda?
Maybe. Apparently they stopped like aging around like when they look like they're around like 18, which is really interesting. So they're just like eternally young. Oh, they say
Eternal 17.
Literally. People in the chat say 200 plus. So
okay, so not quite as old as Yoda, but pretty old.
Yeah, Roxy still looks like a child, so she's probably got maybe 100 years until she looks like she's fully grown. That's ridiculous. That's insane.
We also got Horseface in this episode. I still don't like the guy.
Oh, no,
me neither. I still remember his best line was when he tried to trick Dead End, and then he was getting his ass whooped, and he's like, "I have a family."
Fuck your family.
He does.
Right. Yeah, well, I just remember that because that's when he was bringing it up, and he's like, "I have 2 kids." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you were the one that got your ass whooped, and you were like, I have a family. Please don't kill me."
I mean, I don't think they're that bad anymore. I think this episode painted them in a light, at least with their interactions with Dead End, to seem more of like, especially with Blaze, I think in particular. But rest in peace, Blaze. I mean, they seem like they're just like any other guy, any other dudes in a situation where they did what they did because they kind of had to do it. They were just playing the game. And I mean, like every other character that I've talked about in this series, you still hate the guy, but at least it makes him more understandable as to why he did the things that he did, and Blaze as well, and it makes them seem a little bit more human, which I really appreciate.
Nah, I still fuck that guy. Because the reason I say that is because like maybe I would understand this if he was like doing this for a certain amount of time, like we'd use early into adventuring, but he was already, I think, A class, and he was still like you were still exploiting people. Like shouldn't you would be above stuff like that at that point with a family and all of that?
You would think.
It's like that can't be your only method of making money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
And he wasn't going to stop until he almost lost his head.
Yeah.
He would have kept. He would have still been doing it to this day.
So
yeah,
I started reading the manga Roxy Gets Serious, and by the way too much upskirts of Roxy. Hate it. But other than that, Nokopara and Blaze are pretty big characters, and apparently Roxy and Nokopara and Blaze have known each other for decades, which is pretty interesting. And they're actually not that bad dudes in the manga. They're pretty chill. So, yeah.
Now, Satsuki, sometimes we need the bread for the kids. Maybe he has 40 kids. If he has 40 kids, that's a problem. Wear a condom or whatever the fuck they have in this world.
Get yourself vasectomized.
Something. Get neutered.
Goat's blood.
Right. Like, yeah, goat's blood. Sure. but
yeah,
that's
Yeah, you should if you have like you should probably stop at like maybe like 6 kids.
0.
That's my.
I think 0 is a good stopping point.
Well, I apparently like he wants the world to just collapse.
Yeah.
Well,
freaking at the end of this episode, we got reintroduced to the one that sleeps around and the elf. I'm sorry, the whore and the dwarf.
Elena Elise.
She just goes, Ada, I didn't know you were coming home so soon. Bitch, I could have came home 3 hours later. You still would have been having sex. So then...
Well, yeah, that's pretty true.
so you know, that's just... But yeah, so I hope they do something with her character. I mean, again, in the manga, she's probably this great, fantastically most interesting character in the world and whatnot, but in the show, in the anime, all I know about her is that she likes to have sex with people, and she doesn't know when people are coming home to see her. But no, she likes it, because she said that she likes it when people watch, so it doesn't even matter anyway, so...
Jesus Christ. A meeting between her and Rudy would just be like the worst thing
You
ever.
kidding me? Rudy wouldn't even like say 2 words. He'd be like, clothes are coming off, and then he'd just swan dive into those titties.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's terrible, I know.
I think that's pretty much it in the episode though.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think SeaTactics is gone.
I'm still here. I'm not gonna speak anything on Ellie Elise any further because I just don't know anything about this character. I don't know what they're trying to do with her or what she's like. Apparently I've been told so many times that she's a very misunderstood character and that it's because of what happens later in the series. So if that is the case, then I'm just going to reserve judgment on her character until we get there. Because, I mean, the only thing there's nothing more else to say about her character. Just right now, it's just, she is what she is. And they've done really nothing with her.
I am what I am.
I am that I am, jam that jam.
Wait a minute, I just thought about I feel bad for the people that sleep with her. Because, like, imagine that you're, like, okay, she's the one that's sleeping around with everyone, but imagine, like, you see her, you're like, oh, this is a fine lady, and then you have sex with her, and then the next thing you know, you're getting blasted by this blue lolly. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, this is your first time meeting this girl, first time having sex with her, and then out of nowhere, this lolly comes out of nowhere and just fucking crystals your ass.
Yeah, that's one way to get blue balls.
and then you're butt ass naked while doing it. Man.
How many people?
Yeah,
She had a crowd
I'd be
watching.
pissed.
Did you hear the people when they screamed? Like, there was a lot of people.
There was a
of people in
crowd?
that room.
Were
Dude, go back
they
and
selling
watch it.
tickets?
Yeah, go back and watch it, dude. It was like it was a
Go.
chorus of people.
Go.
Like, how do
I
you
got next.
I got next.
How do you even find that many people to participate in some of
I
this
got
stuff like that?
after him, and then I got after you.
I mean, considering she is who she is, I'm pretty sure it's not that hard.
Oh, it's very hard. Boy,
All right.
Uh,
I imagine she just goes to bars and just, rounds everybody up.
And then they just all go marching in to one hotel room. Man.
Also, I think it's really interesting how a lot of these characters mirror Rudy. We have Ghislaine, she mirrors Rudy. Now Roxy mirroring Rudy in this episode. Eris doesn't really mirror her or him. Who else? Paul. Can't think of anybody else that mirrors Rudy right now. But a lot of characters in this anime so far really mirror Rudy. And I really like that in this episode. Like in the previous episodes, we got, Rudy making up with Paul, which was really nice to see. God, Saucy just died. And then in this episode, we see Roxy kind of make up with her family.
But that wasn't me. I was mute.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. That was me. I forgot to mute myself. I apologize.
That's Saucy's fault.
I'll take it.
But yeah, I mean that's about all I got on the episode. Good episode. Nothing to complain about.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Oh yeah. There's going to be an OVA that's going to be actually canon and actually important. Not like all these really shitty OVAs that are just seeing all the characters.
You mean it's not going to be a beach episode?
It's not going to be a beach episode. It's going to follow Eris slaying goblins, the real Goblin Slayer.
If I see them at a beach at all during that OVA, I'm gonna freaking be so pissed.
Apparently, it's actually very important to Eris's character in the plot. So, I'm actually really excited for that. I love OVAs. I used to have a series called OV Awful, where I covered a lot of really shitty OVAs and a lot of really good ones. So,
The best OVA is High School of the Dead OVA.
that was a beach episode.
I loved it. They
I
all
don't think I
got
watched it.
they all got high and they were killing zombies, and I think at one point the main character is like getting dragged by zombies and he's still high. Everybody else is sobered up and he's just like, "Ladies, no, please don't be all over me." And then they're just looking at him. He's just imagining it. Oh, it was so funny. But I love High School of the Dead, and it's a love-hate because I just know that they're never going to make another one now that the creator is passed on. Rest in peace.
What's the best OVA I watched? There's a show that's like the entire series is an OVA. I can't think of what
Legend
anime
of the
that
Galactic
was.
Heroes.
It wasn't Legend of Galactic Heroes, but yeah, that's a show.
Well,
It has OVAs.
killing or passing Mushoku Tensei episode 18.
I'm passing it.
I'll pass it.
Yes, Ikudu. The Snafu OVAs were great. I forgot. Those were great. Sorry. I got excited when I saw Snafu.
It's just so weird ending the show so early. It's only 9:15. This is like usually when I start to get prepared.
Eel.
EA, where can they find you?
Why do you sound so passionate?
It's just so weird. The show's ending so early. Why are we like talking for like we should be in our 8th hour?
SeaTactics, it's okay. It's okay to end things on a high note.
If you talk about Odd Taxi, damn it!
Sorry, good. Sit. No more from you. Anyway, you can find me over at the Everything Animated channel. I'm hopefully feeling lots better and not sick anymore. I think I have a little something planned. I just need to edit it together and upload it. Also, as Lightning Eagle discovered last night, if you have not at all seen the Rent a Girlfriend podcast that me, C, and Rising Sun Reviews did, check it out. Maybe I can get some traction on that going again, or maybe if the new season comes. We might be doing a second season of it. I'm pretty sure we are. I think it's pretty much set in stone. So yeah, you can see that on over there. Twitch is dead. All Elite's dead. So it's just one channel right now. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Love you.
Love you.
As for me, Sasuke the Savage, Sasuke Reactor. I'm not going to post on the reaction channel, so don't even worry about that. Main channel, Sasuke the Savage, got some things coming in December, and not because of December, because I don't participate in No Nut November. But I just remembered the OVA thing I was thinking about. Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, we can tell, Satsuki, with your crazy ladies. I don't even know what to call them.
That doesn't mean. Anyways, I remember the OVA thing I was thinking about. It was Hellsing Ultimate. That's entirely an OVA. That's what I was thinking about. But as for like my favorite OVA, I just thought of it. It was Attack on Titan, No Regrets. That's my favorite OVA. Just had to mention that since we were on that topic.
Had to Mitch in that?
What the fuck?
Mitch? The kid nut?
What are you doing?
Mitch?
He's trying to.
No, I get it, but what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's trying to drag the series on. He knows we're almost done. He wants to keep it going.
Oh, and Scarlet, good job on watching QQ. Best harem anime. Best harem anime for sure. Or manga. Because the anime is going to end with the movie, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, as for me, my name is SeaTactics, and I appreciate you all watching. It's true. And I see it again. Lightning Eagle says, Ben, do you love Ladalina? And why is the answer yes? The answer is no. And I have proof. I don't know if it's going to be next week. I don't know if it's going to be the week after that. But sometime within the next 2 weeks, I'm in chats, in talks with two certain individuals. And they are helping me to prove my innocence and prove once and for all, I am not in love with no Vladilina Maliz. In fact, I am in love with Seba. And I shall prove it. I shall prove it.
This is both.
Nope. I shall prove it. And you shall see on either next week or the week after. That being said, thank you all for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Done.
His PP yearns for another.
Ridiculous.